What's up guys, Jordan here from Show Me Vegas. Welcome back to the channel. Today we've got part 2 of our series on Park MGM Hotel and Casino. Today we take a little walkthrough of the entire property and show you some of the highlights. But before we get into that, take just 1 second and subscribe to the channel. You're not going to want to miss anything. We're going to be back in Vegas here in just a couple of weeks. We'll have some live streams here, and we'll also have plenty of content on our Facebook page, so be sure and check that as well. But for now, enjoy this walkthrough of Park MGM. So we begin the tour right outside the front doors. This is the main valet. Park MGM opened in 1996 as the Monte Carlo, Las Vegas. By the mid-2010s, it was looking a little worse for the wear, so MGM Resorts remodeled and rebranded the hotel into Park MGM. The transition took 3 years, and it included a top-to-bottom renovation. Now, just like before the remodel, this building still has 2 different hotels. There's Park MGM and there's also Nomad Las Vegas. Nomad is a separate hotel that occupies the top floors and is a bit more upscale, but this lobby here is the Park MGM lobby, and it looks dramatically different than it did before the renovation. Nomad actually has its own separate hotel lobby and entrance from outside. Now when you first come in, you're going to see Primrose, the first restaurant you'll see. This is a great breakfast and lunch option. Smoked salmon bagel with an organic egg. Is that a poached egg up on top?
Yeah.
Cool. And for myself, the Eggs Benedict substituting blue crab for the ham.
There's a lot of blue crab on
And there's a lot of crab meat on that. I've got some breakfast potatoes. Can't wait to get into this. Let's do it. Back into the lobby, you see the front desk here on this right wall. Across from that is a retail shop and the elevator lobby through those doors. Now you can get to the casino through the elevator lobby, or you can turn left here at the front desk and go through this hallway, which we're entering now. Now, one of the things we love about this property is the location. As you head toward the casino, you'll see if you go left, you'll get to the pools, but you can also walk indoor to Aria or the Aria Express, which is a tram. Or if you want to go right, you can get into the casino and pretty much everything else on property, but the location is super convenient. This is the hallway from Aria to Park MGM, actually going the other direction. Out here where there used to be the Street of Dreams, you'll now find the pools. As we walk over here and take a look at the pool area, one big complaint people have had about the renovation is that the pool is a lot different than it used to be. It's a lot more chill and laid back now. Here's what it looks like from overhead. It's just kind of a plain atmosphere, whereas it used to be this with a lazy river and a wave pool and a lot more party vibe. So take that for what it is. Some people like it, a lot of people don't. I mentioned this area of the building used to be the Street of Dreams. Here's what it looked like when it was the Monte Carlo. This was a retail district, and one thing we loved about it was that it housed the pub at the Monte Carlo. That was one of our favorite hangouts. We stopped in there so many times. Really sad to see that gone. But as we continue walking toward the casino, full disclosure, one of the reasons we love this property so much was that in 2013, these kids right here, that's us, made our first trip to Las Vegas together, and we stayed at the Monte Carlo. We took this picture in the elevator lobby of the Monte Carlo back on Memorial Day weekend 2013. Little did we know that years later we would have a channel on YouTube and a Facebook page and group called Show Me Vegas. Had we known, we probably would have taken a few more pictures of that initial trip. Now, as we pass this sign, it seems like a good time to mention that Park MGM is the first and only entirely smoke-free property on the Las Vegas Strip. It's actually the first property ever to go smoke-free on the entire Las Vegas Strip, and they made that decision during the pandemic and reopened that way in 2020. We're finally about to enter the casino now. On the left is the high limit room, and on the right is the Nomad casino. I mentioned the Nomad has its own lobby. It also has its own casino. It's not really a full casino, it's really more of a high limit room, table games only, but it is a completely different atmosphere in there. Now as we enter the main part of the casino, I'm going to stick to the left here through the machines, partially because security was watching me, but also if you stick to the outside, you can actually make a full circle all the way around the casino. On the north wall of the casino here is Bavette's. That is the nicest steakhouse in the property, a high-end establishment that originated in Chicago. And then we'll go back toward the middle and you see one of the table pits. Table games at the Monte Carlo are a blast. The table minimums are usually pretty reasonable. The atmosphere is great. We found that they have some of the friendliest dealers on the strip. Now a common complaint we hear about Park MGM's casino is that it's too small, but we haven't really found that to be the case. It's not too big where you get lost in it, but it's also big enough that they have a nice selection of games, and we've just really always enjoyed gambling at Park MGM. Heading back to the north side of the casino, you'll see Juniper. That's an upscale cocktail lounge that has almost a club atmosphere on the weekends. Also, right next to that is the BetMGM Sportsbook. In between the two, there's a little grill called the Side Betty Grill. The Sportsbook is small, but it has a really great atmosphere. On past that, you'll see On the Record. That's a lounge slash club. Upstairs, it's a really neat atmosphere. There's a dance floor, there's a bar, there's a speakeasy, there's also an outdoor space. Kind of a cross between a club and a lounge. Really neat atmosphere. If you get the chance to go there, don't hesitate. There is a cover charge unless you find a promoter willing to give you VIP access. Right past that is Mama Rabbit, another lounge. This one is a tequila and mezcal bar. It's an awesome atmosphere. There are also table games in the back of this lounge. Makes for a really cool place to hang out. After you pass that, you're going to run into Best Friend. That's a Korean American fusion restaurant by Roy Choi. And right after that, you'll find Eataly. It's the place everybody's talking about on the South Strip. It's a huge Italian marketplace. You can dine in, you can buy things to go. Here are a few pictures of what it looks like on the inside. You'll also find sit-down restaurants and one of the coolest little wine bars right here. Great place to stop in. We love to stop in there for a happy hour. Now forgive me if you've heard this before, but one of our favorite places is coming up right here on the left. La La Noodle is a great Asian restaurant. It's not just noodles, but it's primarily noodles. If you like Asian food, if you like noodles, you have to go there. We've had some of the most delicious meals we've had in Las Vegas there, and for a very good price. Right past that is this walkway that goes directly out to the park. You can go across the park to New York, New York, right there. Right after that is House of Gaga, which is essentially a museum dedicated to Lady Gaga's fashion. It's there because she's had a residency at the Park Theater, which is now coming up on the left. Park Theater is 5,000 seats, state-of-the-art. It replaced the Monte Carlo Theater, and it has hosted some of the biggest residencies in Las Vegas. We had a chance to see Aerosmith there in 2019. Awesome show, awesome theater, and you can enter right from the casino. After we pass the M-Life desk and the cashier's cage, we get to where the main part of the table games are in this casino. These are the tables that are open typically 24/7. There's also still a lot of slots at the front of the casino. And as we get back to the southwest corner of the casino, this is where you'll find the hallway that leads to Nomad's lobby. I mentioned that the Nomad Hotel had its own separate lobby. This is how you get there from the casino floor. This walkway also heads out to the park and T-Mobile Arena. But before you get outside, you'll pass the Nomad Library, which is an upscale restaurant in a really cool environment. We ate there one time, absolutely loved it. It has reopened finally after the pandemic, and right across the hall from that you're going to see the Nomad Bar, which is a really popular night spot. We visited there one evening. There was live music. Lady Gaga herself is also known to make impromptu performances at the Nomad Bar after some of her shows at Park Theater. But anyway, as I mentioned, out these doors right here you are into the T-Mobile Arena area. This is called the Toshiba Plaza, which is at the end of the park. You can see the New York roller coaster there and T-Mobile Arena, home of the Vegas Golden Knights and some of the bigger concerts in town. So there you have it. Hopefully you enjoyed this walkthrough of Park MGM in Las Vegas. Hopefully you found it informative, maybe entertaining. If you liked it, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, and also be sure and subscribe to our channel. Once again, check us out on Facebook. The link is on the screen right now. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.